Australian greetings explained for newcomers. Today we're going to explore something that every newcomer, traveler, student, and even long-time residents quietly struggle with. How do Australians actually greet someone when you meet for the first time? If you've ever worried, should I shake hands? Should I say hello? Should I hug? Should I nod my head and pray for the best? Then this video is for you. This topic is important because greeting someone is the first impression. And in Australia, people really value a friendly, relaxed introduction. So in this video I'm going to take you through every type of greeting, what they mean, when to use them, and how to avoid awkward moments. And of course, if you've ever had a funny greeting experience in Australia, or if you've noticed something different, please comment your experience below. It will help someone else who is new. Also, don't forget to subscribe because I always share helpful videos for people living in Australia or planning to move here. Now let's jump into the world of Australian greetings: simple, relaxed, friendly, and sometimes surprisingly funny. First of all, Australians love keeping things casual. You might already know Australia is a very laid-back country. People prefer comfort and friendliness over formal rules. So don't worry too much about doing everything perfectly. Even if you make a small mistake, Australians usually laugh it off and continue the conversation normally. They don't take things too seriously, especially when it comes to greetings. The most common greeting you will hear when you meet someone for the first time is simply hi or hello. But the real Australian classic is, how's it going? This greeting confuses many newcomers because people often think they have to explain their whole life story. But Australians use how's it going as just a friendly opening line. You can reply with good, thanks. How are you? You don't have to give a long explanation about your day, your mood, your past life, your breakfast, and your stress levels. Keep it short and simple. Another popular greeting is good day, which you might have seen in movies. But in real life, not everyone uses good day. It's still very Australian, but it's mostly used casually, especially by older Australians or people in regional areas. If someone tells you good day, just reply with good day or hello. You don't have to force yourself to say good day if it doesn't feel natural. Just be comfortable. Let's talk about the handshake. In Australia, shaking hands is very common when meeting someone for the first time, especially in formal situations, job interviews, professional meetings, or when you're being introduced to someone in a business environment. But here is the important part. Australians prefer a relaxed handshake, not a strong one that tries to break the person's fingers. Just a gentle, firm enough handshake with eye contact and a friendly smile is perfect. If you squeeze too hard, people might think, wow, calm down. And if you squeeze too soft, they might think you're not confident. So just keep it natural. Now, what about hugging? Hugging is less common when you meet someone for the first time in Australia, unless you're being introduced through a very close friend or family member. Australians usually hug only when they know someone well. So if you just met someone for the first time, don't jump into a hug. Trust me, it will create a moment that both of you will remember forever, but not in a good way. It's safer to wait for the other person to offer a hug if they feel comfortable. One more important greeting is the nod. Australians sometimes give a small head nod and a smile when passing someone, especially in neighborhoods, walking tracks, parks, or small community places. This greeting means hello, even if they don't actually say anything. Small, simple, and very Australian. If someone gives you a nod, you can nod back with a smile. Now let's talk about the famous Australian nickname culture. Australians love using shortened names. If someone introduces themselves as Michael, don't be surprised if the next time you meet, people call him Mike or Mikey. Or if someone's name is Jennifer, she might become Jen. Australians do this to make things feel friendly and casual. You don't need to shorten your own name unless you want to. But be prepared, people might ask you if you have a shorter version of your name. It's completely normal. Sometimes Australians also greet strangers with a compliment. This is very common in supermarkets, cafes, or bus stops. Someone might say, nice jacket, or that's a cool bag. It's not flirting, not awkward, it's just a friendly Australian thing. So don't get surprised. You can simply say, thank you. Let's talk about the greeting style in workplaces. When you meet your colleagues for the first time, the greeting is usually quite simple. A handshake, a hi, I'm Jim, nice to meet you, and maybe some small conversation. People here don't expect long introductions. No need to give a 5-minute speech about your life. Just keep it friendly and light. In casual settings like social gatherings or barbecues, greetings are even more relaxed. You might hear, "Hey mate," or "How are ya?" Don't worry, mate doesn't mean you are suddenly their lifetime best friend. It's just a casual friendly word. Another thing many newcomers worry about is whether to kiss on the cheek when greeting someone. In Australia, cheek kissing is not a standard greeting for first-time meetings. It depends on the person, the culture, and the situation. Some people who come from European or Latin backgrounds might greet this way, but Australians themselves usually don't. So if you meet someone for the first time, stick to a handshake or a simple, "hello." There is also the famous wave greeting. Someone waves at you, wave back. Australians wave a lot when driving, when walking, even when standing in a long queue. It's a way to say hello without speaking. In multicultural areas, greetings vary depending on the background of the people you meet, but the Australian friendly vibe stays the same. Whether the person is from India, Sri Lanka, China, Europe, or the Middle East, the greeting usually begins with a friendly smile and a simple "hi." Australia is a country where people meet others from different backgrounds every day. So even if you have an accent or you're still learning English, don't worry. People appreciate the effort. Another very unique greeting style in Australia is humor. Australians use humor as a way of connecting with people very quickly. Someone might jokingly say, "You survived Monday, congrats," or "Not bad for a Tuesday." This is their way of being friendly. For newcomers, it might feel strange at first, but you will get used to it. Just laugh politely or respond casually. Let's talk about body language. Australians prefer a respectful distance when greeting. Don't stand too close. Give people space. Standing too close can feel uncomfortable. Standing too far feels unfriendly. So just keep a natural distance. Also, Australians appreciate eye contact. Not staring like you're trying to read their mind, but gentle, natural eye contact shows confidence. Now let's walk through a simple example. Imagine you're meeting someone named Lisa for the first time. Here's how it will usually go. You, "Hi, I'm Lisa. Nice to meet you." "Hi. Nice to meet you too." Then maybe a handshake. Then a friendly question like, "How's your day going?" Very simple, nothing complicated. If you want to sound more natural in Australia, you can use small casual expressions like, "Good to meet you." "Nice meeting you." "Hey, how are you?" "How's your day been?" "What are you up to today?" All of these are completely normal. Now here is the slightly funny part. Australians often greet with honesty. If you ask, "How are you?" they might say something like, "Not too bad for someone who hasn't had coffee yet." Or, "Pretty good, just trying to survive work." This is their casual humor. Nothing serious. Another thing to know is that Australians don't expect formal titles. You don't need to say sir or madam. Just use the person's name. Let's talk about greetings with neighbors. In Australia, neighbors are usually friendly. When meeting for the first time, a smile and, "Hi, I just moved here, nice to meet you," is perfect. Most neighbors will introduce themselves, offer small talk about the community, or give simple advice like garbage days, bus routes, or nearby shops. This first greeting helps build a good relationship. Now let's talk about greetings in public services, bank staff, postal workers, government officers, supermarket employees. When you meet them for the first time, they usually greet you politely. "Hi, how can I help you?" And you can reply simply. Australians appreciate politeness but don't expect extreme formalities. In small towns or regional areas, greetings are even warmer. People smile more, nod more, and sometimes even start conversations. For example, if you walk into a small cafe, the staff may greet you with a friendly, "Hey, how's your morning going?" This is common and normal. If you are shy, don't worry. You don't have to talk too much. A simple smile and a greeting is enough. Australians like calm, confident people, not noisy, not shy, just balanced. One thing to avoid: don't ignore someone who greets you. Even if you're shy or confused, just smile or nod. It shows respect. Another thing newcomers worry about is making mistakes in English. But honestly, Australians don't mind. They appreciate your effort. Even if your grammar is not perfect, they will still understand you. The greeting is more about the friendliness than the language. And finally, greetings open the door to conversations. The first few seconds matter because they help people feel comfortable. If your greeting is warm and simple, the rest of the conversation becomes easier. So that's everything from shakes, nods, smiles, waves, and casual, "How's it going?" greetings to the funny comments, neighbor introductions, workplace styles, and friendly Australian attitude. Before we wrap up, please comment your experience below, how Australians greeted you when you first arrived, or any funny greeting moments you had. And don't forget to subscribe,